So hello friends, today's lecture is on AutoCAD, and in today's lecture we discuss about the various modify commands in the AutoCAD. So before starting, let us select our template on which you want to draw the drawing. So as you know, for mechanical engineering students we always use ACAD ISO.DWT. So select this template of your drawing and click open. Now you have to wait for some time, it takes a bit to open the software. Now as you know, your user interface of the AutoCAD is open here. Now you can see here the toolbar, and you can see on the top we have written a modify here. So when you click this modify toolbar, you can see a number of commands are here to modify your drawings or as per your requirement. So in this tutorial we discuss about all these commands here, like erase, copy, mirror, offset and array. So these are basically your first tutorial of modify toolbar. You can use these commands with the help of keyboard. Just type the name of the command and press enter, the command starts, or you can directly go to the modify and click here and select the command you want to operate. So let us say first I draw a circle here of any diameter. Now you want to delete this circle. A most common way to delete this circle is just select this circle, press delete on your keyboard, and the circle is deleted. For some reasons you want to delete a circle in a very complex drawings. For that reasons, for that situations, you can select this circle and delete it with the help of erase command. So what I do, I just press Ctrl Z, your drawing comes back, and now I go to the modify command and select erase. Or to end the command you have to press escape, or you can select by typing ERA on your keyboard and press enter. Now first option, you can see here your tool command instructor is here. You can see here it asks for select objects you want to erase. So I select this circle, I want to erase this circle, and then press enter, your circle is deleted. So this is how you can delete or erase your entities in the AutoCAD. Now moving on to the next command, let us say I draw again a circle here. The next command is our copy. So you can select it from this panel directly, modify panel, or you can type it here at the bottom of your, you can see your toolbar, your command toolbar here. So just write COP. You can see your copy command appears in the blue highlighter. So just press enter on your keyboard, your commands begin. Now first of all it asks you about the select object you want to copy. So I select this objects, and then I have to press enter on the keyboard, and then it defines or it asks you about your base point from which you want to copy the entity. So let us say the center of the circle is my base point, and now I have to copy the circle at any value in any direction, whether you want it in horizontal direction, or you want it in your vertical direction, or you want it anywhere in the inclined direction also. So this is how you can copy. Now you can see here, while I am copying the entity, your previous entities remain same there without any effect. So while copying the entity, your all the entities are seen by you, they are not deleted. Okay, to end the command, press escape on your keyboard, your command has ended. So this is how you can copy any entity in the AutoCAD. You can copy any entity means any entity. Okay, for your understanding, I just use this circle here to copy, to show you how to copy on this, uh, how to copy this circle. Okay, now then go to your third option in the modify toolbar. We have mirror. Now mirror is always acting or existing with the center line. Your entity is on your left hand or right hand side of that center line, and you want to copy that uh, entity to the other side of the center line. So for that reason, I just select a line, or you can create a center line, or you can use line also. So I just create a line here about which I want to mirror these entities. So I have number of circles here. I want to select all these circles. The selection can be very easy. Just drag your mouse and see. This is how you can select all the circle. Now again go to the modify directly, or you can type MIRRO, okay, mirror. So MIRRO, you have to type this and then press enter on your keyboard. So you can type whole name of the command also, there is no issue. So first of all, the command asks me about the first point of the mirror line. So this is my mirror line or center line about which I want to mirror all these circles to the right hand side of this line. So let us say this is my first point, and the system asks me about the second point of the mirror line. So this is my second point. Okay, now when I click here, you can see a new option asked by the command, that whether you want to erase the source objects. So these are your source objects, the entities which you want to copy on the right hand side of this center line or mirror line. So these are your source objects. Or if you press yes, then these source objects are hidden or deleted, and these are the new objects which are only available to you. Okay, and if you press N on your keyboard, or you press no on your keyboard, then source object is also existing here, and your new objects which are copied about this line, which are mirror about this line, are also exist. So both the source object as well as mirror objects exist. So I press N on your keyboard and then enter. So you can see your source objects are also available and your mirror objects are also available. If you just press Ctrl Z, now you can see here, I make it clear again. Go to the modify, click on mirror. First of all, select all the objects. So I just select all the objects here. Now press enter. Now specify the first point of the mirror line, and then again specify the second point of the inner line, and just click. And now again the system asks me about the source objects. So whether you want to erase it, whether you want to remain with the source objects, then it's okay. And if you press yes or Y on your keyboard, press enter. Now what happens? Source objects deleted and your mirror objects exist only. So this is how you can use mirror as per your requirements, whether you want a source objects or whether you don't want source objects. So this is your mirror command. Now moving on to another option of modify, that is called offset. Now for offset, let us say I just delete all these things. I draw a rectangle here. Now I want an offset of this rectangle, okay, at a certain distance. Offset means you have to draw the same entity at a certain distance, okay, at certain value of distance. Let us say 10, 20. You want to repeat that rectangle again, or so I just go to modify and select the offset option, or you can just write on your keyboard OFF. You can see highlighted offset, blue color is option, and just click enter here. Now you want to give the base point or the offset distance first. So you have to select the offset distance. Now your command asks in this command toolbar whether you want through, erase, layer, or so. So you want to just specify the offset distance first. So let us say the offset distance is 20. Now you have to press enter. Then select the objects you want to offset. I want to offset this rectangle to a certain distance value. So I just select this value, and I just select anywhere on the screen. If you want your offset outside the object, then you have to make sure your click on the screen is outside the object, and if you want to, you can see here, see, this is the distance between. Now when I click outside, your offset is outside of this object, and when I click inside, my offset is inside 20 millimeter of this object. Okay, now if you want to escape it, press escape to end the command. Let us say we make a bigger distance value here, so just go to modify, click offset, and let us say it should be around 60, then enter, then select the object. Now you can see, your offset distance is 60, and when I just click my mouse button outside this entity, your offset is outside the object, and when I click inside this entity, your offset is inside 60 millimeter from every side. Okay, so I just go on, and again I select this object and go on. The command continues until you just press escape on your keyboard to end the command. See, I have to select the object and then click, select the object, then click. The distance remains same. Whatever distance you want, you have to first enter that distance, then select the object, then give the offset position, whether you want it outside the object or whether you want it inside the object. Okay, so this is how you can easily draw a rectangle at a distance of 60 millimeter offset, inside, outside. So you can draw a number of rectangles in a very easy way. Don't draw the rectangle again and again with values added in it. Like if it is 100, then you have to add it 60 above, 60 down, so it remains 220 becomes, and so on. So you just give offset values and you get the number of rectangles. To end the command, press escape on your keyboard, your command ends. So this is how you can do the offset. So just select all and delete it. Now come to your last option of this modify toolbar. We can also make a tutorial on these commands also, but first select these first 5 commands. Okay, then in next tutorial we select these 5 commands, and then again so on. So this is how you can just do your modify toolbar easily. So again, your next option is array. Now array is of 2 types. Now in this option we have a new array that is called path array, but most of the cases we use rectangular and polar. So we discuss about rectangular and polar in the basic first, and then in advanced software tutorials we discuss about this path array. Okay, so first of all we go with rectangular array. So let us say I draw a rectangle here. Now I want this rectangle in horizontal or x direction to be placed at a specified distance having a certain number of values. Okay, so I want 10 rectangles in this line, I want 5 rectangles in this line also, in y direction also, and 10 rectangle in x direction of same characteristics, of same dimensions, of same width, everything remains same, and the of this array distance between these 2 rectangles should be defined. Okay, so what I do, I just click modify here, or you just go to array and then click on rectangular array, or second option you just type AR and you can see your array option appears in a blue color. Press enter, then specify the first, you have to specify the object. So I just select this object, this is my object which I want to array, and then press enter. Now the system or the command asks me whether you want rectangular array or polar array or path array. So I want first rectangular array, so I just click R on my keyboard and press enter. Now here you can see your array by default 4 by 3 array is created. So in this option you notice your base point. The base point of this array is here, this blue square. Okay, now you want to change the base point, you just click on the base point and just click where you want your base point to be placed. So I just click here. Now you can see your base point becomes the corner of this rectangle rather than it is the center of rectangle previously. Now you want to change the value of these rectangles in the x and y direction. So when you want x, in x direction I want, let us say 10 rectangles. So I just put 10 here. Okay, and then enter. you can see there are 10 rectangles placed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th array, 10th rectangle is the your base rectangle from which your array starts. And in the y direction I need 5 rectangles of same dimensions and same characteristics, so I just press enter. So this is how you can define the array. Now this is your base point, okay. So from this point to this point, this is the array distance from this corner of first rectangle to this corner of second rectangle. So the distance between these two values are measured from this corner and this corner. So this is the distance of array, okay. Similarly, the corner of this second rectangle and the corner of third rectangle is the pitch of, you can say, pitch of the array, okay. Similarly, the corner of first rectangle and the corner of this second rectangle of the second row first column, okay. So this is the pitch, the measured distance which repeated itself to maintain the array integrity, okay. So I press enter, you can see your array is created. So in case of array, you can make a single entity to a number of entities as per your requirement, whether you want it in x direction or whether you want it in y direction, okay. So you can create a single entity and you draw the entity at a certain respective distance to your values and it creates itself, okay. So this is how your array is created here. Now come to the second option of the array. I just click AR on my keyboard, press enter. Oh. First of all, let us say I just draw a circle here and a small circle again here. Now what I want, this smaller circle to be arrayed along the circumference of this bigger circle. So to do this, I have a command called array which have sub command called polar array, okay. So I just type AR, enter. Now first of all, select the object you want to array. So this is the object I want to array around this periphery, okay. Then first select the object, press enter. Now you want the polar array, so select P on your keyboard or you directly select P from here with your mouse also, okay. So I just press enter, P, enter, okay, capital P, enter. I think it's okay. So just select the polar part of the option. Now you can specify the center point about which your array rotates or revolves, okay. So I specify the center of this bigger circle. Now you can see your circles are created. By default 6 circles are selected. You can change the base point from here also. For this case, I want my smaller circle to be arrayed along the periphery of this bigger circle. So that's why I select the center of this bigger circle as my base point, okay. So you can define the array as, let us say they are 12. You can increase the value and now you can increase or decrease the angle. So 360 degree means your array is at entire circle and with equal distancing between these elements of array, okay. And if you want it up to 270, press enter, see what happens. The system by default choose the position of the element in array as per its requirement, okay. So if you want it 360 again, press enter. If you want it 180, press enter, see. So how many circles we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay. So 12 circles are perfectly selected in 180 degree angle, okay. So I just click enter on my keyboard and this is how you can do your circular array. So this is very useful while making 2D drawings of gears, ratchets, pinions, where you want to define the circular element to move along the circular path or periphery of this. A single tooth in the gear can be made with the help of this circular array. or this type of rectangular array is very useful while making uh, you can making sieve structures, or you can block structures where you want number of elements of same dimensions at certain distance. Okay, so this is how you can define the array. So today's lecture is concluded for modify toolbar, in which we discuss about arrays, copy, mirror, offset and array. In the next lectures we discuss about other commands in the modify toolbar. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.